Welcome to a new video. This will be the video of my journey to learn the basics of Romanian language. The only motivation that I want to learn Romanian is that I will travel to Bucharest in October. So now I have 20 days to learn the basics of the language. So I've tried something similar for Portuguese in the beginning of this year. I've tried to learn the basic just to be able to make some little basic conversation or to be able to order something. I don't feel committed to learn to go deep in the language. It will not be on my language list that I will try to be advanced. But I just want to learn the basics to be kind of nice to local people there, and that's my aim now. And I will try to document my process and show you how much I could learn it. I couldn't really do it for Portuguese. I have just given my impression on the language back then, but now I will try to document my journey and show you what kind of resources I have used. And it's also not be an intensive learning process because I'm working full time and next week will be quite busy for me. So I'm not really sure how much time I can spend with the language, but I will try my best. So today I have looked what kind of resources I can use. I have already had an account on Bubble. I have checked if they have Romanian, but unfortunately they don't have it. Memrise also doesn't have it. And the Duolingo probably has. I haven't checked it, but I don't use Duolingo anymore. I have used it many years ago, but now it's not as good as before in my opinion. So I try to avoid using Duolingo. I have seen that Closemaster has Romanian, and also on Link they also have the option Romanian. The link can be a bit overwhelming at the beginning because I have no idea about the language. So I will first try to learn the basics. I have searched on YouTube. I have just typed learn Romanian and to see what kind of YouTube channels I can use. And I don't know if you also have the same impression, but when I try to find videos, language videos on the language that I'm learning, I always see the company Pod 101. It's for Italian, Learn Italian Pod 101 or Learn Romanian 101. That's the first option that appears. And I find it really annoying. I don't see any other options. Usually I try to avoid it and look for other YouTubers. But this time I don't really have much option and I don't really have much time to look for it. So I have just go for the first video that appeared, and this is from this 101 company. It's like learn the basics for 20 minutes. It's a combination of different short videos. They teach the basics. I mean, it's not so bad. At the end, I have heard some basics. I don't really remember. I just remember a few words. So, mulțumesc is thank you. Buna or buna is means hi. Sunt Özge, so I'm Özge. And a few numbers. The numbers are a bit similar to Italian. I have the feeling like un, due, tre. Probably I don't really pronounce it well right now correctly. Tre, 4 was a bit different. Was pul, punta. I should check. I don't really remember much. Cinque or something like that was 5. Chasse means 6. I remember it because it sounds funny, and the rest I don't remember. Maybe I will try to take notes if I have time, or try to make my own flashcards. But I don't know how much I could do in 20 days. And the other thing that I would like to do is on the Closemaster. So they have different decks. They are already prepared for you. And I will start with the 100 most common words, and then let's see how much I can achieve. Maybe, but I mean, in 20 days, I don't know. Maybe later on I will try to read something on link. But for now, I will go with these basic videos on YouTube, and also the basic decks on Closemaster. Then let's see how it will work. Buna day 2. I have yesterday watched more YouTube videos, and I have done some Closemaster, and today I've started to make a playlist of the videos that I have watched, and I will replay this playlist because when I heard the word only once, I can't recall it really. So I have decided to watch it a few times. And yesterday I have also found a new YouTube channel. It's called Learn Romanian with Georgiana, if I pronounce her name correctly. She also makes videos with English explanations. I have watched some videos like 30 common Romanian phrases, or easy Romanian vocabulary. And I have also then decided to watch an alphabet video because I have seen that there are some different letters with symbols. Some of them also exist in Turkish, so it was not so difficult. For example, sh sound, it also exists in Turkish, she, and it's also written and pronounced exactly the same. And there is some T with like a comma beneath it. Its pronunciation is a bit difficult for me. It's not like a T sound, but it's like tss, something like that. And there are also different A's with different pronunciations, and they have also some marks at the top of it. There is one A with like a head on top of it. We also had it in Turkish. We don't write it anymore, but in Turkish there is this A, but also this A with this head, and it gives a bit soft pronunciation to the A sound. One example, it's like an excuse for Turkish language a bit, but for example, the word kağıt, the paper, I couldn't pronounce it as when I was a child. I would always say kağıt, but it's a really thick sound without this head on top of it. And when there is this symbol, then it makes it a softer A sounds like kağıt. But in Romanian it's different. One of these A sounds have also this soft R sound, but it has a different mark on it. And the one that we used to have in Turkish with this head on top of it, it's pronounced like Ü. It's different. It's like the Turkish Ü, but it's written differently. Those are some remarks on alphabet. But other than that, the pronunciation, I hope it will be easy. Just these different sounds is a bit tricky. And other than that, it's fine. And there are also similarities with Italian. I realized the numbers were similar. Also, there is the word sorry, scusi. It's also no, scuse. Sorry, scuse, and in Italian was scusi. It's similar. And I have also seen some vocabulary related to eating that also exists almost the same in Turkish. For example, çorba and soup. The pronunciation is almost the same. It's written differently, but the pronunciation was the same. Chai and tea. And also, not exactly meat, but masa, the table is also, the pronunciation is almost the same. I've tried to learn some verbs. I can't recall it, but they always put a and the beginning of it, like to do. They don't say, then this to is a sound. Yeah, but I can't give it an example right now. Yeah, I will keep watching the videos. So this is day 2, and let's see how it will go. So I was listening to another video about vocabulary in a restaurant, and I have just learned that the tip we give in restaurant is also the same in Romanian as in Turkish. It's called bahşiş. It's cool. I have also already had a word in Romanian. Welcome to day 3. So yesterday I have started to make my first flashcards on Anki. And by the way, I have realized that Hyper TTS now has Persian. So to explain it, I make my flashcards on Anki and I put pronunciation on each card through an add-on. It's called Hyper TTS. And so far they didn't have Persian as an option. Yesterday I have seen that they have Persian, as I wanted to add Romanian pronunciation to my flashcards. Anyway, but I could only prepare 4 or 5 flashcards from the videos that I have watched. Today I replayed one video that I have already watched. It's 30 common phrases in Romanian. I just keep watching it, and slowly I start to recognize some grammatical patterns. For example, to make a sentence negative, they put nu at the beginning of the sentence. And also I see like a connection word sa. I see it quite often. It's like a connection we use in English, like to, for example, I would like to go, and they say vrei to vrei sa. So for example, vrei sa mergi means would you like to go. That's one example, and they also use it in different combinations, but that's one I have noted for myself. And also there is also something similar to present perfect tense, I guess, and they build it also with the conjugation of the word for have. I don't know how it's called, but for example, there was one example, ai dormit bine, did you sleep well? So this ai is the conjugation form of this have, and dormit, slept. I've also realized that there's also feminine, masculine differentiations, and according to them, the adjectives have different endings. So these were my takeaways from replaying the video. I have watched it in the morning on the way to work. On the way back home, I also tried to watch it, but my head was just so full that I couldn't really understand what I heard. So I have just switched to listening to some Romanian music. Yeah, so that's for day 3. Day 9. In the recent days, I couldn't record it, and I didn't really have something new to tell. I have keep playing the playlist that I've created with the videos for basic Romanian. I kept watching them, and I have also done the close master deck for the 100 most common words, and I have done the 90% of it, but I have realized that some sentences are not so useful for my aim. I want to learn some phrases, basic words, like basic phrases that I can use when I visit there. But some example sentences, in my opinion, are not so useful. For example, one example I have saved, penitentiarele sunt supragglomerate. Prisons are overcrowded it means. I think I will never need this, and I will never need to talk about the prison capacities at the beginning when I want to order something, and I didn't want to lose so much time for keep looking for videos. I have already had watched some videos for basic phrases, so I have decided to go to ChatGPT, and I have given a prompt. First, give me 50 basic phrases, especially for the touristical purposes, especially for ordering something in a restaurant or a cafe, and give me also some example sentences for each phrase in this context. And that I have done it yesterday, and I find the list quite useful. At least I can work on it and maybe expand it with the words that I would really need. It gives an example with ordering a mint tea. I would try to change this word with black tea or green tea that I would preferably drink. So I will try to learn in that way some new vocabulary. I have just done it last night, so today my aim is to work on this list and maybe do some flashcards, because now I'm almost in the half of my time, and I didn't really have the feeling that I have made a big progress. I remember some words like the basic greetings, bună dimineața, vă rog, please, but I can't build really a sentence when I want to say, for example, I want a hot chocolate, something like that. And yeah, so this is my purpose for the coming week, and let's see if I can build some basic sentences which I can say fluently without thinking so much. Yeah, and hopefully next week will a little bit more relaxed compared to the last one. So I hope that I can study more. Today I haven't played the video playlist. Not usual. In the last week I have played the playlist every morning when I was riding my bike to work. But today I kind of missed my podcasts, and I have just listened to my French podcast playlist. I have just decided to take a break from this playlist because at some point I kind of feel bored to keep watching the same videos. I try to put some variety on my learning routine. schön.
Das wäre vielleicht auch nicht so wichtig.
Ah ja, das scheint sehr traditionell zu sein. Hier ist So my self-experiment with learning the basic Romanian in 20 days is over. I have traveled to Bucharest, and I have also tried to show you some sightseeing in the videos. So I wanted to actually show you an honest point of learning. So there are many some experiments that they show they have learned language in 1 week and in 1 month and something like that. I wanted to do something realistic, so I was able to learn a few basics, but I was not fluent, right? So and it was like learning in 20 days, but it was not that I have learned intensively. It was maybe a few minutes, sometimes half an hour in a day. Of course, it's not enough to learn a language. So that's why I also called it, I didn't want to make it so complete clickbait. That's why I called it learning basic Romanian. But I think it has helped a lot to learn the numbers. So I'm talking about traveling purposes, right? So learning the numbers, it's very efficient, because when you go to a supermarket or somewhere when you want to buy something, then they say how much it has costed, and it's helpful if you know the numbers. Otherwise, then you have to ask again. Maybe you try to find a screen to see the price. So a few words like greetings, I think it's also nice to be able to say at least in the beginning when you go to a restaurant. I also had the experience a lot as I had it with German as I was learning it. So I have tried to speak, and of course they realize that it's that I'm not fluent, and then they switch to English. I was also surprised that I thought maybe in Romanian it would not be so common that the people are talking English or they are willing to speak English, but I only had one moment that the elderly lady that couldn't probably speak English. It was a really small shop. They would sell some patisserie, and I want to buy something. But it was also the moment that I had this satisfaction feeling. So she didn't speak English. I started with Romanian, and I have done my order, and she said how much it costed, and I have paid, and I have done it completely in Romanian, and I was so happy at the end. So it was a really positive experience. But on the other hand, I had one experience in a pharmacy. So I also went there. I have started with Romanian. I wanted to buy an ibuprofen, right? And I have asked how much it's costed. So she has brought 3 or 4 different brands. And then I also have asked in Romanian how much it's costed. So at some point she has said that she can say it in English. And I have said, no, please, Romanian. And she has said, and it was the point that I couldn't really understand what she said. And then I got so red faced, and it felt really warm. And then I said, English, please. And then she said, I have told that I can say it in English. So she was not so happy somehow that I want to keep speaking Romanian. Probably she is busy and she doesn't want to spend time with something like that. Or maybe she felt offended that I didn't want to hear English. I don't know what was in that moment, but it was a moment that I felt a little bit sad and somehow discouraged to speak Romanian. But still, I have later on also tried to speak at least the basic that I could do. But that was my tourist experience in Romanian. So I could learn the basics. Probably I will forget it in a few months if I don't review it. But now I have other language that I want to make progress. So I will make a pause with learning Romanian. Maybe later on, if I plan a trip again, and then I'm done with the other language, at least I came to a good level, then I might continue with Romanian. But it was a nice experience, I might say. I would also recommend you to try with the local language when you travel. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.